I'll be working, or I mean studying. It's like half studying and half work for 12 hours today to push my limits and see how much work is most effective for me in tracking my focus during my work after every work block. So this is just an experiment, by the way. I usually never do this, so I'll see you at the first work block. Just got done with my first two studying blocks, and I rate my focus a 8 out of 10 for my first work block and an 8.5 for my second one. I rate my first one lower because I was continually switching tests, and I'm trying to break that habit and get better at deep work. But so the first block was 90 minutes, the second one was 75 minutes of studying. After that, you also saw me journaling. I do that for 5 minutes, but I'm not gonna be counting that in to my work time. But I think everyone should do something like this, like a long studying day, to see how much of studying is gonna be effective. Because, for example, if in my fourth work block, my focus has dropped a lot, then it's probably not worth it for me to do 4 work blocks, but maybe instead 3. So, but how would I know that if I didn't try this out and if I didn't track my work focus? And of course, this is all based on my own opinion of how good my focus is according to myself. So yeah, of course, can't get a brain scan or something of how good I'm actually focusing, but it's better than nothing. And after this experiment, this day is basically an experiment. After this, I'll know exactly how much work is effective, and I'm going to be seeing you at my Arabic lesson, because next up is 3 hours, around 3 hours, maybe more, of my Arabic lesson. I'll be cycling over there, and just the fact that there will be people there will probably already lower my focus. But then by tracking it, I'll see how much being somewhere with people diminishes my focus. So I also know how much school, for example, diminishes my focus, and that is why this experiment is and tracking it is so valuable. But I'm probably I'm speaking too much. I'll see you probably at my Arabic lesson. Yeah. So the lesson just finished, and no one is here, but I secretly went back into the classroom to show you how it looks like. So it's just a pretty plain classroom. Got a bunch of stuff, a whiteboard, a window there. You can see outside it's freezing. Um, so I'm just gonna go home now. I'll see you there. The amount of studying I did in the Arabic lesson was an, was 4 hours, and I just got home and did another hour of work. Well, I didn't just get home. I first worked out because I gotta keep the body moving, because I'm sitting a lot today. So yeah, so I've done an hour of work at home right now, and for my I rate the work I did at the Arabic lesson a 4, but the work I did now was I rated I think a 6, because I've already done a lot of work today, so that's probably why the focus wasn't as good as it could be. So yeah, I guess I'll just see you at the next work block, and I'm kind of concerned right now because I don't know if I'll be able to hit the 12 hours of work. If I don't, miss out on some sleep, so I might have to sleep less. But I think it's still worth it because it's just a once in a while thing. So I might just sacrifice my sleep. So it's cold. It's so cold in my room right now. It's like -1 Celsius outside, and I just got done with another 90-minute block of work. Um, and I rate my focus for that block a 4. So that is significantly less than in the morning because like my brain is fried right now. I've already done like 7 hours of studying or something like that, 8 hours around that. I don't know if I'm gonna reach the 12-hour mark, but yeah, I'll think of something for that. But my focus is actually twice twice as less than my focus was at my first work block. At the first work block, my focus was an 8, and this block a 4. So it's clearly not worth it for me to to be studying, to do deep work for more than 4 blocks of work for more than 8 hours, clearly. And at school, and when I was at Arabic lesson, my focus was clearly also really bad, just because of the fact that I was around a lot of people, and I kept getting distracted, and there was a fight. So that just shows how going to a classroom is really bad for learning, for me at least. But I'll be studying French next, and yeah, it's pretty funny how I studied that. I'll tell you at the next deep work block. do that to study French, alright? Let's act like let's just act like this never happened. That was pretty much it for the work day, and I didn't actually take 12 hours, but I'm still gonna count it as 12 hours. Okay, you could see this as an excuse, but the recording cost some time. The preparing to go to the Arabic lesson took some time, so I'm gonna count this day as 12 hours. Fight me. You can fight me over that, whatever. And that was pretty much it for the day, but I will be reading a book in my bed. Um, so I'm gonna count that in as well, because that book, I have to read that book for school. So I'm gonna count that in as studying time. So this was my full study slash work day. This was just an experiment. So I usually don't do this. And I'll also be missing out on a bit of sleep because of this. And I just want to grab my full results. So workbook number 1 was 90 minutes. My focus was an 8 out of 10. Workbook number 2, 75 minutes. Focus 8.5. Workbook 3 was 4 hours. That was the Arabic lesson. And the focus there was a 3 out of 10. I changed it from a 4 to a 3 out of 10. The next the workbook after that was an hour, 4, and the focus was a 6. And then 90 minutes, a 4, 40 minutes, and it's 40-minute block. I haven't rated yet, but yeah, I just watched Peppa Pig, of course. I don't even know if I should count that. I mean, my focus was alright, so I'll say a 6, because it's also pretty easy, just a lot more entertaining than studying for math, like in a previous work block where I got a 4 out of 10. And for the reading, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to predict that it's going to be a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Because just like the Peppa Pig, is pretty easy to just read. And that was it. Bye.